Hi, Rich Karuba for bowlingball.com. People are always asking, how can I get better bowling balance? Well, we posted an article, how to get good bowling balance, in the Bowlversity section at our site at bowlingball.com. We got a lot of good comments, and a lot of people have their input, and you're welcome to do the same. What we did is we pointed out about 7 quick and simple tips to help you with good balance. And the strategy is, if you want to make a consistent delivery and hit your target over and over, obviously you have to have good timing, good arm swing techniques, and good footwork. All that is important. Those are the physical game tips, but it all starts with good balance, and the first thing is in your stance position. If you get in a good athletic posture and from the start to finish and maintain that posture all the way through, you're going to be in good position to release the bowling ball. And with that thought in mind, it simply means that you tilt your upper body forward maybe 10 to 15 degrees, and maybe your backside out just a little bit. Let the knees flex down 1 to 2 or 3 inches, depending on what's comfortable. And therefore, the front part of your shoulders, if you were to draw a straight line to the floor, they would go right on your kneecaps and on the tips of your bowling toes. If you can keep that posture all the way through, you're going to have good balance during your whole approach. Number 2, if you hold the bowling ball in front of your bowling shoulder, usually a little to the side of dead center, and hold the ball as close to your body as comfortable, then there's no tension in your arm, and you can start that swing with a uniform and consistent tempo over and over again, and it won't pull you off balance with a sudden jerky motion to begin your arm swing. Number 3, try to avoid dropping your bowling shoulder, the amount of tilt in your stance position while you're walking to the foul line. So if you start with maybe your bowling shoulder 1 inch lower than your opposite shoulder, which is pretty typical, try not to let it go down lower and lower and lower by getting more tilt. That means you have to kick your hips out. It usually opens your hips, and now your arm swing opens a lot. Unless you throw a big hook ball and you're a power player, particularly for you who are just trying to learn the game, that's a no-no. That won't get you good accuracy. So if you're already adept at doing that kind of motion and you can control it and repeat it over and over, we don't recommend it. Next, keep your head still and your chin and your shoulder right at shoulder level or above it for balance and stability in your approach. If you keep your head pretty level and steady without any movement, as if you've got a glass of water on top of your head and you don't want to spill a drop when you're walking, that's a pretty good image to help you keep your eyes fixed on your target and maintain pretty motionless upper body movement while you're walking to the foul line. That's going to give you good balance. Number 5, avoid unnecessary upper body elevation changes. Don't go up and down and rock when you're bowling, or teeter back and forth or side to side. Try to remain as consistent as possible with your upper body. Keep the same elevation. There's an old adage, the less moving parts, the less chance for error. Well, that's something to think about, isn't it? Number 6, avoid unneeded shoulder rotation, opening and closing your shoulders as you swing the bowling ball beyond the normal amount that you do when you're bowling your best. Because as you open and close, the amount of realignment might not be consistent, and your ball direction as you release the ball to your target might vary and lead to inconsistent results. And finally, keep your non-bowling arm fully extended along the line created by your shoulders and about your waist and height throughout your approach. Now, your non-bowling shoulder is your balance arm, and if you hold the balance arm somewhere around your belt line and keep it in position maybe just slightly in front of you, not pointing completely to the opposite wall of the bowling center, it'll avoid over-rotating the shoulders. It'll keep your shoulder tilt pretty level, and it'll be a counter weight balance measure for the swing on the opposite side of your body. In any sport, balance is the key for good results. So your chances of error increase when you introduce wasted motion into your overall bowling approach. So get out on the lanes, practice some of these tips, consult your local bowling instructor or whoever works with you or knows your game best if you have any questions about how to get good bowling balance. Thank you.